Hey, what's up, everybody? This is UnhingedGaming, and I'm coming in out with some more fresh, high-quality content. Today, I can't really talk about anything in the YouTube industry because there's not a whole lot of news going around right now. Nothing really happened today, so instead, I'm going to be talking about something else that I'm passionate about. Because if there's one thing I love second to controversy, it is gaming, as is apparent in the Siege gameplay that's going on in the background of this. I enjoy it very much. It was actually originally a Let's Play channel, and then I was like, well, this fucking sucks because I'm putting in tons of effort and I'm not standing out in the sea of Let's Players. So what I want to talk about today is just kind of gaming communities and how, I guess, toxic they've gotten. Because, I don't know, something that kind of came to my attention, because I don't game with people I don't know very often. Like, I don't have my voice chat on a ton. And, you know, there's been plenty of times where I know that everyone else does, and I'll see their talking flashing on screen a lot when I fuck up, and that's why I don't have it turned on, because it's like I don't really want to hear you raging at me for making a mistake. But it was recently brought to my attention, one of my really close friends who plays a ton of Overwatch sent me this screenshot of the chat log in which someone said she's female, by the way, that's kind of important to the story. Someone in the chat said basically, no offense, but you should uninstall, you are reinforcing stereotypes about your gender. Which, yeah, okay, you said no offense first, so that makes it okay to be a sexist fuck, I guess. And it just kind of brought it to my attention that, you know, the way that people act in online gaming and how different it is, like, someone wouldn't say that in person, like, and it's kind of fucked up to me. You know, another thing that happened, and I'll make a whole separate video about this. I'll actually, because I was recording the whole time, so I'll actually cut down the footage, and I think it'll make a pretty entertaining video when I get around to it. But this guy, basically what happened is I was gaming with one of my friends. I was playing Siege with one of my friends, and it was me and him in a party, and the three other guys on the team were in a party, and so we weren't communicating with each other. But my friend accidentally did like 10 points of damage to one of them trying to shoot a drone, and he walked in front of him. And after that guy would shoot my friend just one time at the beginning of every match. So finally, we just started taking them down. And at the end of it all, they all got banned for killing us, was the funny thing, because we were careful not to quite kill any of them. Or we did, but only the number of times that's allowed before you get banned. So right after they got banned, this one guy starts sending me messages, just yelling all of these slurs at me. Well, not yelling, it was text, it was PlayStation messages, but basically telling me to kill myself and all of these slurs and everything. Me and my friend thought it was fucking hilarious, like, because they got out trolled and they got so fucking mad. And I just thought it was hilarious. But the fact that he's like calling me like the N-word and the other F word, the F word more around gay people, words I don't use, words I won't even use in reference. I don't ever say slurs. And like the fact that you would do all of that, and you know, the other thing is that like calling someone the N-word, I don't think that it's ever okay to use that word. And I do want to clear that up really quick, because I did mention PewDiePie saying that in a previous video, and I want to make it clear that I wasn't defending him when I said the whole thing about it being a different country. All I was saying is that like it was a slip up. He wasn't trying to be racist because it was a slip up. When he's from a country, when he's from, I think, Sweden and living in London, both of those places, it's, you can just, people, they just say it, like they throw it around, it's not a slur there. And so it might be a word that he uses in his everyday life, and that's completely fine, and then he gets on stream, and I could see you making that mistake, even though that doesn't make it okay, because he was broadcasting to people who that word is offensive for. Like, it wouldn't be as bad as if someone in America were to say it, because I don't think that there's any excuse for a white guy in America to use that word ever, under any circumstances. And I thought that it was crazy to me that he would just toss that word in there when he didn't know anything about me. Like, I could have been black, and if I that could be really, like, that could be extremely offensive if I was. And again, I don't think you should call anyone or even use that word at all, but like, I just, to think that way of like, you know, he didn't see me or hear me or anything. He didn't know what my background was. He could have been using a word that would be even worse for the situation. Like, as a middle-class white male, I'm not as offended by those things because I don't have, you know, I have it a lot better than a lot of people, but I could imagine there are a number of people who that would be a really horrible thing to get, even in a PlayStation message from someone who's just raging. And it got me really thinking about the gaming community and how many toxic communities there are where, you know, it's just, I don't feel like these people are really bad people, but it really just baffles me that it's like, oh, so you are anonymous right now, so you're gonna just toss these things around that are really serious, like saying kill yourself and using the N-word and using the F-word towards gay people. I don't really know what to call that, but I'm not gonna say it. Like, some people are more okay with using it in reference to it, but it's still a slur, and I don't use slurs. I'll say fuck just fine. I'll say that F word all day. But in any case, it's just these things that, like, I don't feel like they're bad people. Like, I don't feel like they would be this way in person. Like, I don't imagine in their everyday life they're just, like, you know, going around using these words and yelling at people and all of that. But I don't know. It's just, it's weird to me, like, the kind of discrepancy between in person and online where people suddenly feel like they can be just assholes. And I don't really get it. So, you know, if you're one of those people that does that kind of thing, I really think about it and, like, think about it rationally of, like, I don't feel like you should act online any different than you would act in person, right? Like, in terms of how you're communicating with people, like talking to people. I don't. Like, I'll talk smack and things like that, but I do that in person too. Like, there's nothing I really do, I really say online that I wouldn't say in person. So maybe that's just my viewpoint on it, but let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on just gaming communities in general and the kind of toxicity that can come with them. And while you're down there, make sure to also hit that like button if you did enjoy the video, and also slap that subscribe button and hit the notification bell next to it to be notified of my future uploads. I do upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter at UnhingedTweetYT, where I post video updates as well as let you guys know when I go live on Twitch, which is UnhingedGamingYT. You should check that out as well if you want to see what goes into the gameplay aspect of these videos. In the meantime, I've been Unhinged Gaming, and I will see you next time.